Hey Taurus, so I'm going to do the November read. I already pulled the cards to try to get a feel of the energy and hopefully make the video a lot shorter. But for the month of November, the main theme of the month, the main energy of the month is that I've got the Five of Cups clarified by Lavender. Surround yourself with love. So I'm getting that many Tauruses are moving on and forgiving ourselves of the things that we fell back on in the past. We need to focus on the here and now because we can become very nostalgic. That came along with the Three of Cups and the nostalgia for past influences affecting this month. We're reflecting back in a way of the things that didn't go right before and what we can do to change it now. Like, we're gaining more determination and willpower in order to move forward. The roadblocks of this month, I got the moon and the stars. Hey, the moon and the stars. I didn't even realize that. The moon and the stars. The moon and the stars. We can manifest our every wish. And that is very true. And a lot of the time, many Tauruses, we can have a lot of self-doubt and think that we're incapable of doing something. I see many of us having alone time, time with ourselves. A lot of you are ending the party stage. Many of you are kind of partying in order to release that emotion, that deep embedded emotion that you're trying to mask, when really we just need that alone time to self-reflect and understand. We need to focus on, again, the here and now. For the possibilities of the month, I got two came out on both. Ain't that crazy? The first one was the Queen of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords came first, clarified by Wings. And also the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by Mirror. And the Wings says you never needed wings to fly, and Mirror says treat your body like the place it is. So when it comes, bear with me. We're starting to release that fear of letting go of some of these things that kept us nostalgic and in a certain routine and pattern that was not good for us. And we're coming to understand that we can make anything happen, literally. Some of us are overworking ourselves, but we also need to know that we need to take care of our body. We need to take care of our health, self-care. And I know Taurus is us. We can drown ourselves in work in order to mask our emotions sometimes, in order to get ahead, in order to be a provider for our families or ourselves, in order to keep that stability, to keep us grounded. Because if we're not grounded, we're self-loathing somewhere, doing these toxic addictions that we're stuck on, habits, routines, and it looks like we're switching it up in the month of November. We're putting in that hard work, that dedication in order to fly, making our dreams come true with that moon and the stars. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius when it comes down to love. I don't know where that came from, but it was just random. We're working on our independence. We're keeping alone time, taking that time to self-reflect in order to understand why we're in these certain patterns. But it seems like we keep going back to the past when we need to focus on the here and now. And some of us are scared to let go because we were scared. But it seems like a lot of us are releasing that fear and repressed emotion, confusion, so we can feel lighter. So we can feel lighter emotionally. Please excuse my nails. I've had other things to do other than get my nails done. I'll do it soon. Anyways, we're letting go of that we're letting go of that fear. And so we can be lighter, live freely. Many of us are drowning in music. Like we're just like vibing with the music. Dancing makes us feel better. Baltimore. Many of you are surrounding yourself with friends, having a talk with your friends, enjoying having great conversation. Many of you are partying and not focused on your money. So as for the roadblocks for this month, when I pulled out the moon and the stars, like I said, many of you need to release that fear. I feel like the fear you have is not being able to control yourself, acting out in anger or being irrational, confused, stressed. So you're working on your money, and many of you are doing a lot of overthinking, daydreaming. But what are you daydreaming about? Do you not realize you can make that come true? What you want to happen, you can make it happen. And many of you are overthinking of how to make it happen. And I get it. Tauruses, we come up with brilliant ideas. Like we are master planners, but getting us to execute that plan is a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. And sometimes we look for outside sources in order to like get us started instead of thinking that we're capable of doing it ourselves, which we are. We just have to let go of that fear. What are we fearing? When it comes down to career or what it is that you want to do, a lot of the things you want to do, you're scared to do it because you don't know how to do it. Your fear of failure, I get it, because we don't like to fail, but we got to think to ourselves sometimes, what do we have to lose if we try? At least we know that we tried. If we fail it, what's going to happen? It's better off trying than never finding out. When you're daydreaming about these things in your head, what do you see? And if you want it bad enough, you're going to make it happen. And you're going to realize we can manifest the moon and the stars as soon as we get out of our head. We tend to self-loathe a lot, especially when it comes to losses, but sometimes we're focused too much on the losses that we don't realize there's opportunities standing right behind us, but we're too focused on what we've lost. And then we go into nostalgia, wondering how can we keep it, not realizing sometimes you got to let things go in order for new opportunities to form. And that's where you get stuck because of fear. Because you see him? You see how he's too focused on what he's lost, not realizing there's 2 cups behind him. We're not focused on the other opportunities because we're too nostalgic and focused on what we had in the past. When we had those 3 cups and they were full, we was having a good time. Whatever your 3 of cups may be, love, job, money, etc. But we don't realize there's more. Sometimes God gets rid of things that were not good for you, partying, in order to bring in new opportunities. And money. Even though you look sad and you feel lonely, it's okay. You got music. No, but you're going to feel good. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel light to let go of these things that's stopping you. Stop focusing on the past with that nostalgia. All that daydreaming. You can manifest your every wish. Stop just dreaming about it. Make it happen. Surround yourself with love. Yourself. Love yourself. Stop beating yourself up for what you've lost. Stop it. Everything happens for a reason. If you trust, you will see other opportunities that lie on the other side. And it's going to be even greater than what you thought was that. The things you dream about. Let's put it in a relationship form. Some of you feel like you lost somebody that you really loved and you really cared for. But sometimes in your head, I know you think about, I wish that they would have this. I wish that they would have that. You hear those wishes, right? Which you wish somebody had. That person had. But then it's like, when you wish for these things, God hears you and he answers you. So he's got to get rid of what you're wishing that person had. You got to get rid of it so he can bring in new opportunities. But you're scared to let go because of the nostalgia and the good times that you guys had. But deep down, something's also blocking you while you're in that relationship. You're not happy. But why do we stay? Is because we're scared to be alone. I get it. But you know what? You'll feel lighter. And God's going to bring in what it is that you asked for. So even if you say, I wish this person had this, I wish this person was this, I wish this person would understand this, I wish this person would see me this way, I wish that they could just be like this. But sometimes he answers your call in a different person. Just saying. Whatever you wish for, you spoke it into existence. And then he does it for you. You feel like it's a loss because you want it through that person. But then it's like, once you let go, you realize that you're getting all of that through someone else who he's got ready for you. But first, you need to love on your damn self. Love yourself. Enjoy your time alone. Learn yourself. Because once you learn to love yourself and enjoy time with yourself, you realize what it is that you really want. And then you realize the stuff that you had in the past, it's like when you grow, the things that you used to like before that growth, you don't like it anymore. It's almost like, what the fuck was I thinking? And you're happy and you're free. You could do whatever you want to do. Like, don't tell us Tauruses what to do. Don't tell us what to do. We do what we want to do. But we got to let go of that fear of loss. And realize sometimes that loss is just a catalyst to what we've been praying for. But we don't see it because we're stuck thinking about the past and what we could have did or done, or that self-loathing. Anyways, I've repeated myself enough right there. But it's letting go of that fear of not knowing what's to come. All you need to do is keep in your mind that everything happens for a reason, and that it is to get you to where you want to be. Because you pray about a lot of these things, sometimes with a certain person, and sometimes that's God saying, well, this person ain't going to change, so I'm going to bring you somebody else. I'm going to do this. Or if it's a job, sometimes you feel like it's a loss and you're wondering where you're going to get money from. But if you just learn to trust God and be free, everything's going to be taken care of for you. I promise you. Follow your path and follow your intuition. Everything is going to be taken care of. And then you'll start to believe more. You'll start to have more trust in God and knowing that he's going to work, and know that he's going to work things for you. Please clarify this energy. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself for all the things. Letting go, healing, growth, compassion. Healing, growth, compassion. You're growing. You're learning to let go of these things that you thought that you absolutely needed to have. because many of you fear about what others are going to think. Who cares about what anybody thinks? Just find a trusted friend who you can sit here and talk about these things to. Somebody that you trust. Because I know as Tauruses, we don't open up. Nobody would ever know when a Taurus would never know when we're going through something. Like, for instance, a lot of people like to think that I have everything well put together. And if y'all only knew the shit I had to go through in order to be where and who I am today. We hide a lot. So much. Nobody would ever know. We could be dying inside, let's say suicidal or something, and nobody would ever know. We'd be laughing and having fun with our friends one day, and the next minute, it's like nobody would ever know. Because when we do get into those stages, we like to be alone. Because it's like we need to get that out, so then when we do approach people and see people, we need to put on a smile and pretend like everything's a-okay. It's a pride ego thing. I get it. But sometimes it's just like we don't want to feel vulnerable because we're used to being the strong ones. We're used to being strong for other people. And when they see us weak, we feel like they're not going to be able to trust us, that what we say, I don't know. Anyways, but forgiveness. So this month of November, we're working on forgiveness, forgiving ourselves, healing, we're growing, See, you're blowing out the little thing. I know when you were a little kid and you would blow the little dandelions and make a wish. You can manifest every wish. With all that daydreaming that we do and what we wish we had, living in a world just being free, we can manifest that. But we tend to get stuck. And many of the time it's caring about what others think when we need to take care of ourselves first. Otherwise, we can't love and appreciate somebody else when we can't even do ourselves. And if someone else is controlling us and we don't feel free and safe, then why are we loyal to that? That's why we're not happy. And why are we scared to leave? Why are you really scared to leave? Some of us Tauruses are scared because it's like, who's gonna take care of you? Who's gonna take care of me? Money. Tauruses are about the pentacles. And many of you are in situations for money. And you don't want to be alone. And a lot of you don't want to be lonely. So many of you are partying in order to feel some sort of, I feel like somebody broke up with somebody. Somebody had a breakup. And they keep going back because they're partying after they break up. Oh, I've been seeing drinking, partying, drinking. And then it's like you get back into a relationship, realize you're not happy, things fail again, go back to drinking, self-loathing. Stop, y'all. Forgive yourself. Let go of the nostalgia. Focus on the here and the now. What is it that you can do here and now? Get back into yourself. Let it go. And forgive yourself. And go with relationships, a job. Sometimes God will take away a job in order to give you your dream job, in order to wake you up to your purpose. But how can you find your purpose when you're stuck in a job that you don't like? Just because it makes good money, you don't like it. But sometimes he takes it away in order to fulfill you with what you truly want. And I can definitely say that, for example, even though a couple months ago, I'm open, so I don't care. A couple months ago, I was hired for a job that paid really freaking good. The COVID pay was great, but I remember crying to God and I wanted something more. And I remember at my lunch break, called my homegirl, cried my eyes out. The anxiety was crazy. I mean, the money was good, but I wasn't happy. I quit my job. Did I have backup? No, not really, but I trusted God enough because I knew he didn't want me there because he wouldn't make me feel the way I felt. And let me tell you, God took care of me. I did not struggle. I mean, kind of, but I'm grateful for where I was. Things could have been worse, but I'm grateful. He took care of me. I didn't have to worry about an eviction notice. I didn't have to worry about a missing car payment. I didn't have to worry about any of that. God took care of me. And I was in the hospital for a week, but God took care of me. And thank you for a lot of you who donated to help me out. And see, God will take care of you, but you got to let go and stop being scared. Because if you trust God enough, you wouldn't be scared. You wouldn't be worried. Let it go. Let go of that past. Let go of that nostalgia that's keeping you stuck. I think I repeated myself enough, right? I guess I'll do a closing message. If I can find it. I had a few readings today, so I packed everything up. Anyways. So closing message for it. Is there anything else? You know what? I feel like I want to pull some of these first. So relationships, jobs. Some of you are losing jobs or quitting your job. Trusting God. You're being woken up to yourself more. You're starting to understand yourself. You're starting to quit some of these toxic addictions. Some things that you've been wanting to quit. You're gonna be more determined to do it and follow through. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna be in a mental state of confusion, but you told yourself you're gonna follow through. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all, we can do it. Some of you are ending toxic relationships. Some of you are scared to leave a relationship because of what I'm getting. Somebody else is going to be vindictive. You're scared of somebody being vindictive. But if you trust God enough, you're protected. You're protected. Just do it, just do it. So close your eyes and take that jump. Take that risk. Why they be flying across the room? You are giving too many fucks. Give 0. Some of you are caring about too much about the other person when you're not cared about yourself. You're not caring about yourself enough. You care about that person more than you care about yourself. Think about how you feel. Think about your happiness. Life keeps ticking. Don't wait till it's too late before you decide you want to be happy. Happy starts now. Here and now. I already put the card away. Here and now. Focus on here and now. Focus on here and now. Shit going down with your job, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Some of y'all quitting your jobs because there's some bullshit people talking shit. Sorry, that's what came out. Let it go. Why are you dealing with that drama? Let it go. Just because they pay good, there's something better for you, something that you're going to be more happy with. Just got to be patient and just do it. Stop being scared to leave, because I know if many of you are scared to leave because you're scared of not being stable. You're scared of that unstableness is going to get you. Go with the flow and ride the wave. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. And you ruin it by staying. And the opportunity is going to pass you up. But you won't see the opportunity if you're still in the same spot. Let go of what you need to let go. Fuck that shit. Let it go. Give 0 fucks. And stop obsessing. Many of you are obsessing over a relationship and what you could have done, and the nostalgia. Obsessing. Thinking about it over and over again. Wishing this person with this. Wishing this person with this. But you don't want to leave them. You want to stay with them. What is it that you want to stay with them for? Is it the looks? The sex? What is it? What's keeping you? Some of you guys have children, and that's why you want to stay, because I know you guys want to see that family figure, what everybody would think. You want to, I want my kids to be with I want to be with the child of my father, or the father or the mother of my child. I have children with them. Some of you are with somebody because of the money that they're able to provide for you. Definitely a Taurus trait. Not me anymore, because I mean, I'm independent now. I grew through that. That was so egotistical. Sorry. I'm a Taurus. But a lot of you are obsessing about somebody's money too, because you get a piece of the money. They spoil you. And that's another reason why you don't want to leave, because then if they leave, then you're unstable. You don't have a home. You don't have nothing, or this or whatever. I'm getting blackmail. What are you waiting for? Get that shit done. Leave. The job. Stop obsessing over that job. Just because the money's good. But are you happy? Do you feel fulfilled? So when you got all that money, you think you're going to go spend all that money and go party and feel better, and then you're back to the same thing? It's a toxic cycle. Let it go and take that time to yourself. I guess I'll pull one more of these, and then I'll pull a closing card. We're almost at 30 minutes. It was kind of a lot. I don't know. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Shit's about to get real. You are the best thing that ever happened to you. And love. Oh, yo, and time to let go. And detox. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. You got a feeling you just can't shake. You're winning. That's what's happening. It's growth. Let it go. I still got to get those off the floor. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. They broke your heart. I know. So why are you still there? Why are you still trying to make shit work? The trust is already gone. Even when you make things work and they try to be the person that you want them to be, you ain't going to trust them. So what is the purpose of staying? Fuck them. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. You will not know what's on the other side if you're too focused on nostalgia and focused on those little 3 of cups that was spilt over with the opportunity standing behind you. That's why you ain't going nowhere, and that's why you're going to stay stuck. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over again until you're fed up and can't do it no more. And by then, it'll probably be too late, because as Tauruses, we're kind of way too fucking loyal. Loyal to a fault. Let that shit go. You are going through some tough shit. I know. Some of you. Not all of you. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Do it. Stop depending. Stop being so codependent. Some of you. Because some of you are already winning. Take a trip. This one's for me, because I need one. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my money up. I'm proud of myself because I paid off all my bills for the month of November. So I'm about to go do something. I deserve it. I am tired. I already read that one. And I already did the time to let go. You are the best thing that ever happened to you. A lot of you are learning to love yourself. Leaving a toxic relationship and learning to love yourself. And that card was out there too. Y'all are that alone time. Breathe. Got this. You're stronger than you think, and you can make your dreams come true. Sitting there daydreaming about it all day, you can make that shit happen if you get off your ass and do it instead of just dreaming about it. And I can relate, because this is a Taurus reading. I'm that same damn way. I will sit there and think and dream about something all damn day. And then when it comes down to doing it, it's like, where's my energy? I wasted it all thinking. Just like doing readings waste your energy. And when it comes to readings, people want free readings all the time. I mean, I offer them sometimes, but it takes a lot of energy. It makes you tired, sleepy. You're using this and this. It's draining. So when you have the energy to do it, get out your head and put it into action. Use that energy and put it into action. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And I'm going to have to go reread this for myself. Don't think about it, just do it. Because when you think about it, it's slowing you down, wasting our time, procrastinating. When we could have been done it. It's almost like thinking about the gym. You wake up and you're sitting there thinking about how fine you'd be going to the gym. Eating right. While you're sitting there thinking about it, you eating a freaking bag of freaking Skittles or something. Popcorn. And then you get tired and then you want to take a nap because that was too much thinking. And then 5-6 hours go by and then you're depressed and then you're stressed because you ain't do shit and you didn't do anything that you were just daydreaming about, thinking that we're just gonna sit there and let it manifest. We gotta move. And yes, it gets tiring, but you know what? It feels so good to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Okay, closing message. It was supposed to be only 30 minutes. Closing message. The sixth ray of devotion. I'm going to read it from the book, but what I'm getting again is the loving yourself. You're learning to love yourself. You're giving yourself what you needed and stop depending on another person to give it to you. You're learning. A lot of you are finding God. Finding God and being grateful that you did and that you went through that situation in order to come out of it. You're going to be grateful after. I promise you. You are going to be so damn happy you came out of that situation that you were in, because those opportunities that were waiting, sorry about my hair, those opportunities that were waiting for you can finally come. But don't let those opportunities leave while you're still stuck in the same situation. Hurry up, because this cycle's about to close and you're going to be stuck in that same situation for the next 10 years. This is what I got. Well, I don't want to be stuck in a toxic situation for the next 10 years, trying to break that cycle. You got this. You guys are going to be dedicated and determined. The sixth ray of devotion bestows the qualities of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. Like I said, a lot of you are going to be focused. A lot of you are going to be by yourself. A lot of you are going to be spending time with yourself, alone, solitude. Finding a certain routine or pattern that's going to help you overcome these things. You're going to start working on it now. So as the situation slowly starts to fade, you're already in a routine, because it's like we don't like change, because it's like we're just used to, it's like a flow. And if something disrupts it, we're all over the place. And then it's like we got to stop until it's like we have the energy to jump back in. It's like double dutch, almost. We got to find a different routine and get in. But start a different routine while that's leaving, so at least you still got something to focus on and keep you out of that mindset. And make sure it's a good focus and not something toxic like drinking or partying that's steady and then turns into a routine. It's going to leave you 10 times worse than where you were. And you're going to be wondering, oh, where's my blessings? Where's this? Because you didn't do anything productive or positive in order to maintain your balance. It is a gift of strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. Sorry, let me reread that. It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. Focus on you so you can find out what it is that drives you, that is for you, that makes you happy. Let go of what's not making you happy and being stuck in it. When the sixth ray of devotion appears, you are being given guidance that if you do not seem to have much worldly power right now, the power of beliefs can conquer obstacles. Like I said, once you start believing that God is real and you trust him, when you let go of these things and know that it's all for a purpose and a reason, the worries go away, because you know God's going to take care of you. It's going to take away that fear, because you know God's doing this for a reason. He's doing it to protect you. He's doing it to help you. He's trying to answer the prayers that you've been wanting your wishes. He's trying to give that to you, but you're holding on to the past, thinking that it's going to change right there. Let go. Embrace change. Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's anything else in here that I need to read. It is serving your soul growth and will help you develop your faith in your principles and trust the power of your beliefs. You will be able to recognize and appreciate the extraordinary strength within you and realize that you have enough willpower to keep working towards your dream, overcoming any obstacle until you are divinely successful. Like I said, some of you are putting in that willpower, that determination in order to seek through what you dreamed, the moon and the stars. And you're gonna make it. And then many of you, I'm telling you, let go. Once you let go, you're gonna start to trust God. Once, just let go. Even if you're scared right now, just let go. Whatever you know is not making you happy and not making you feel good and not making you feel in line, just let go. And it's okay, watch God catch you. Even if it seems like everything's crashing down and falling down, no, you can't. It was never built on a solid foundation. It was never built on a solid foundation. He's trying to clear the path so you can build from a solid foundation. But that solid foundation lies within you and your emotions, your mind. The sixth ray reminds you of the power of love, which can conquer anything and everything. Love is an empowering, motivating force, far stronger than fear. Love is a foundation of authentic spiritual devotion. Devotion of the divine empowers us to bear burdens, overcome obstacles, and manifest all manner of beautiful visions in the world that may first assure us that our dream is not possible. The sixth ray blesses you with spiritual stubbornness and sacred rebellion against any odds. The challenge with the sixth ray is to not become so anchored in your beliefs that you become fanatical, judging others because of their beliefs are different. You are unwavering in your adherence and your belief system, and yet honor the fact that there are many paths to divine union as there are people. That the ways of the universe calls you home to your love are unlimited. If you do not honor this, you may try to pull people from their own path, which can create unnecessary struggle for them and unnecessary karma for you. The best way to honor the blessing and minimize the challenge of this ray is to share your truth with an open heart and an open mind. Share without an agenda. For those working with this energy, the powerful mind and emotions will come into focus. You may need to channel your emotion and mental power into worthy projects of practice, balancing your intensity with lightness of heart and playfulness, so you don't become harsh or despairing of things appear not to be working out the way you believe they should. Then your faith can remind you, love always finds a way. When Archangel Uriel connects with you, a tremendous power, the power of Earth. And that's so funny because we're Earth signs, right? Is brought to your aid. Uriel brings healing energy and ability to cause real effect in the physical world with your mental and emotional power. Remember, you are here to shine your light and emotional power. Remember, you're here to shine your light. Others can choose to use your light to see by until they are ready to discover their own inner light or not. It is not anything you need to worry about. Simply live your truth, trust your heartfelt beliefs, and devote yourself to love. And I'm not saying to that other person, love in yourself. To know that you don't deserve these things that are harming you or making you feel imbalanced or making you feel not in alignment. It's okay to let go. Find what makes you happy. Stop being scared of how someone else is going to feel about it. This is your life. You live, breathe, and eat in that body, in that mind, in those emotions. So if you care about somebody else that much more than yourself, you already gave them your power. And many people who are not in good energy, is that the word I want to say, are going to abuse that. and then make you feel bad for leaving. That's narcissism. Whenever somebody makes somebody else feel bad for leaving, they don't have enough love in themselves that they don't give a about somebody else's feelings because theirs matter more than yours. Let that shit go. It's been 40 minutes, Taurus. It's time to get off. Love y'all.